Hey, for all my squat queen goddesses and lower body baddies, I'm here for you. I'm cheering you on. We're doing this together. Honestly,
It's beautiful, right?
creating our bodies,
Creating yourself. Yeah, it's
yeah,
beautiful.
creating our bodies to whatever we decide, like in our own pace. Like, yes, there's a plethora of information out there for different workouts, for different body types, but taking that time to just connect with your body in your own personal way and decide, like today I said it for the first time. I was like, well, Lulu, like, what do you want to eat? Like, Lulu, like, how do you want to work out? Like, what you were born with already built in information, so like you know exactly what you need to do to get to where you want to be. So what's up? And honestly, that's my new like motto with everything right now. What does Lulu want to create?
That's a beautiful way of looking at life. For sure, for sure. What do you want to create? It makes me think about the concept of following your bliss. It's actually a sick ass topic. Sick topic. And the reason being is because what if what you call the God force, source, your guardian angels, your guides, what if they were all guiding you through your highest excitement? Bruh. Imagine that all your life there was a detection system to lead you wherever it was that represented your desires. And it was here, so close to home, in the solar plexus, right? When you go on a date, you have the butterflies in your stomach. Yeah, that's like your feeling center, right? Your solar plexus. And just imagine that it knows, it speaks the language of energy. And excitement is whoosh, right? Whereas, maybe some lower vibration ones are like depressed or angry, right? So imagine that your excitement all along was this beautiful driving force, this Hansel and Gretel breadcrumbs, like being left by the universe, being left by a higher self to yourself. And so, this concept of following your bliss, as she's saying, what do I want to create? It's kind of beautiful, right? Like you're choosing to label your day in a way where I think maybe a lot of other limiting concepts or perspectives would just fall off by the wayside, and you'll maybe tap into your full creator mode. Yeah, creator self. That part.
We are creator. On the last video, you mentioned that you named yours Ivy. I one of my main names has been Chris, and I did the the fun experience to ask Chris to show himself in like different versions. And so ever since then, I had to stop calling it Chris because now I just meet so many Chris's and it throws me off my own connection to spirit in some very interesting way. So now I've decided to just call it spirit. But I wanted to share that because I know I've met so many Chris's, you guys, in the past few years, and I've shared this specific like note with you guys. My inner being's name is Chris. So I see y'all out there, Chris's.
Hey, hold on. Just to let you know of the witchy vibes, right? The powerful, manifest divine, feminine, in human form and physical form vibes. So we're going to get on the topic of petitioning the universe next, but get this. Not only did these people like just was like, oh yeah, you're going to EDC, you need camping wristbands, you need a place to camp. They just offered us a spot in the RV, but also there was a girl named Chrissy, and then there were two Chris's who had the same birthday.
Chris, Wendy, we love y'all. Chrissy, Urban,
our soul fam. I know Chrissy and Urban, yeah. And Urban was the fellow Taurus, so that was a treat as well. Always represent my kind. I mean, I always love to see other versions of Source representing my kind, which is another beautiful topic. But the concept of petitioning the universe. Yeah. And this is a story I tell often, but in my first parts of my awareness, I think it was a Palladian's book that I manifested into my reality. And what they said is that nothing happens by accident. By the very fact that you're holding the book and reading the words means that you're of the Palladian lineage, and that like you're now ready to have this information enter into your life. So I'm like, oh, like imagine opening a book and reading something like that. Sorry. So yeah, they were not only them, but I heard if anyone knows Abraham Hicks, her husband Jerry Hicks was explaining kind of like the concepts that he understood from Abraham, and he was saying how you have the ability. He's not the only person, but you have the ability to create anything you want in this reality. He's like, even if you're serving a life sentence in jail, you are able to create freedom for yourself. And I'm like, that doesn't add up, right? So knowing what I learned from the Palladians, the other guys, Lulu introducing me to Abraham and meditation, I decided to I realized I could, so I decided to petition the universe. I was like, all right, well, universe, show me proof of this. So we're in Vegas.
With Bree, we fucking love you, Bree. That was a trip with Bree.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. So we're in Vegas on a trip that I don't even know if we were supposed to. I don't even know if we were supposed to be there. But if they had a timeshare and we stayed in
so many moments.
We stayed with them. We drove out with them. No, that's so many moments. So, we're in Vegas and Lulu's like, let me spark something. So, sure, we sit down and somebody walks by and he's like, ooh, I smells it, but can I inhales it? And the funny thing is that later on, we ended up spending all night with him, but later on the night, he goes to say, you know what's so weird? I don't talk to anyone. Like when I try to add him on IG, he had like 36 followers. Like, isn't that just like some fake like troll accounts? No, but that's his actual numbers. I guess maybe he's super introverted. But we kick it, we share stories, perspectives, etc. Later on into the night, he lifts his shirt and shows me a tattoo of California. And then he has Paru, and I'm like, Paru? That's funny. That's one of like my favorite songs, Paru Love. It's like a gangster remix of Computer Love. And it's like next door neighbors to us. And so I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Wow. And so he tells me that he was in jail on a life sentence. I stopped. I paused. I remember. Chills, tingles. Wait, what did you just say? Yeah, I was in jail on a life sentence. So why am I sitting here talking to you now? And he said, I guess he had a friend who was in jail on a double life sentence. And so he said he was going to take the rap for that for him. And of course, the guy, rejected it, as we all do compliments and gifts sometimes initially. And worthiness is a whole another factor to us enjoying a very beautiful life, feeling worthy. But the guy who tried to, give him his freedom said, look, either I'm going to already go ahead with this plan, and either you're going to accept it or you're going to come off as calling me a liar, and then I'm going to have all the homies in here jump you. Like, imagine, like, isn't that the most beautiful form of love? Like, behind bars. Well, I mean, I don't want to say it like that in a demeaning manner, but let's say love exists in all places. And
it's crazy. Because you've said this story a lot of times. And our focus was to share the calling of the universe. But you just made me see petitioning the universe, and you just made me see it like that was some very loving shit that loving.
It's funny though. It's hilarious.
Very loving thing that guy did for him.
Yeah, I know.
It's the ultimate love.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he was. You know what? I'm saying the intention that guy gets to get out.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there are infinite parallel versions of reality. And in a reality, yes, that guy is out. He's free. He's probably married. He's happy. He's probably like a millionaire. So everything that can exist does exist, and it's always our consciousness surfing through channels of reality in a way so beautifully, so seamlessly that it seems fluid, a fluid movement through time. But we're actually interdimensional time travelers. That's something that I learned early on, which I kind of question, like, what does that mean? We don't even know how to travel time, but no, like your consciousness is shifting back and forth through different timelines. Even the whole concept that we've proven that time is relative, that if you take a clock and they have an atomic clock and it's supposed to be accurate to like the millionth of a second, and you keep the one atomic clock on the ground and you sync them up and you take one in an airplane and you fly it around the planet, that when you bring them back together, that they'll be out of sync. So time moves differently depending on what you're doing, where you are.
Yeah, your creation of it.
I like to describe time is that your life is a story that it's actually already, the full life is ended, but how your consciousness is perceiving to move through it, through quote unquote time, is what you call your life experience. And furthermore, to break that down in like a simpler way of looking at it, a book is finished before you even get to page one, before you start the story. The book is actually already done, but it's your turning through the pages that creates the experience from moving from one point to the other point. So that's what time is.
Speaking the true in such beauty.
Ha 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 ha.
Damn.
But yeah, so you know, source perspectives. Just sharing that, just sharing the source perspectives, and you know, it's kind of beautiful that you inspired me to think about this concept of like petitioning the universe. Because do it. I heard that one of the easiest ways to show yourself your power is like universe, show me proof that I'm beautiful. Show me evidence that I'm worthy. Universe, like ask the universe. Like, and I promise you will see signs. Those 333s, 222s, 1111s.
That reflects everything. I promise you.
True. But yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
And to be fair, she petitioned the universe to meet Chris in his many various forms.
God, yes.
I petitioned the universe to meet because I found out that if you're full human form, if this represented the mass of your soul, it takes about the size of your pinky fingernail to enter into a physical form, into the form that I respond to as Ray, right? As she responds to as Lulu. So you have all these other versions of yourself down here. There are situations and scenarios for rendezvous amongst the versions of yourself. There are scenarios to like maybe have friends and families with those versions of yourself. Like just imagine what is here waiting for you.
Yeah.
These experiences. And so I asked, like, I want to meet some doppelgangers. Ugh, met this dope ass soul named Ray. Met this other person named Summer, whose birthday happened to be my exact birthday, and she's like right Taurus vibes, right? And so, yeah, it's very beautiful actually to meet someone
the
that
dance
you have a resonance with automatically, yes, without ever having met them, and then finding out that like, damn, could it be possible that that is like my soul? Now, I would say that your lover, your best friend, your twin flame, it should become obvious at some point that you know you guys are really just one being experiencing love through alternate perspectives of each other. But like, yeah, man, just to see that also out and about, it's a very beautiful experience. And to be fair, I think I had to let go of a lot of friends to finally allow these new beautiful beings. But was it worth?
Say you let go of friends.
Like Drake said, I'll be losing friends and finding peace.
I don't think I feel like I think you just like found yourself and everything just weed off of you. Like, I don't know. You just said it and it made me think of like, no, it's not. I guess we don't let go of anybody. We really don't. We just find ourselves. And in that finding ourselves, you're going to align with more people that actually you can align with whatever you want, to be honest. I'm thinking like you can align with people that haven't quite found themselves, but you can also align with people that have found themselves. So yeah, you didn't let go of anything. Everybody's out there. It's beautiful. There are people they're probably watching this now thinking like, I'm still with you. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, I think of every person I've come in contact with in my life. All the friends. I didn't let go of them. They're there. I love that.
Technically, they're your reflection, but And that's another video which we'll touch upon here.
Yeah,
But imagine that
that triggered
everything that you
triggered me.
experience, everything, everything that you experience, all the people, everything you're seeing, smelling, hearing. What if that was your body? That your body was this whole physical virtual reality experience that's transforming itself to be exactly what you want to experience. And the idea is that it's unbiased. So if you're representing like bad negative energy, your quote unquote reality will reflect that. Your body will, the other part of your body will represent that. Yeah, this is one form, but it's not separate from the anything else that's around me. And everything else that's around me is an extension of my body, of my soul. So that's another video. But for now,
Yes.
thank you for spending some time with us. I hope maybe you enjoyed some resonances from this conversation. And like I said, I just really want to enjoy
And
sharing
if
sharing with the
we
world.
set the intention that this inspires you to create, that it inspires you to like connect with that part of you that knows who you are. That is the ultimate thing.
Right.
That's all I want to represent.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Well,
Cheers.
thank you for coming and vibing with us and setting the intention that you have a magical week. Accept it. Accept it. Bam. It's yours. It's done.
It's done.